When you finish a season like that, most definitely I feel really disappointed because I think we had the ability to punch well above where we ended up. The biggest positive for me though would be the way we actually played through the comp. We were just outplayed once at SRH where they put a score beyond our reach and we didn't even give ourselves a chance to get that score. My biggest takeaway from the IPL this year would be the power plays. Both with the ball and the bat we were really shoddy. And having said that, if we have to win power plays, if you saw what happened today, we won that power play battle and we ended up winning the game. So we'll have to plan going forward about how we're going to take that up. Unless and until you find the right combination, you're always going to have players that are going to come and make an impact. There are, like he asked, I mean, I can't go far away from mentioning Sam Curran, Nicholas Pooran, Harpreet Brar, Arshdeep Singh. All these guys have made telling contributions this year, and that really adds to the strength of a franchise. If you look at all the successful franchises, they've got a retained core that they've got. We really need to start producing players and have that core if you're actually looking at it take forward. It's not like you're going to buy something and end up winning the next day. So it's very important for us to keep adding strength to that dressing room in terms of attitude, in terms of what we bring to the table. And I think we are well on our way to actually building something special. We do definitely need a few more players to come and give us a lending hand. But we're very hopeful of what we have in store for us. Look, we lost 4 on the bounce before this game. That's not very healthy in a competition like the IPL. The IPL is a competition where you need to string wins together. And even if you look at how the table is sitting right now, we could have given ourselves a good chance where we could have closed a game down at RCB. You can just go one after the other where we had chances to close these games down. And that's exactly where I think experience and a little bit of staying ahead of the game is very important, where our personnel going forward, the way we choose, is going to be extremely critical for us.
Yeah, look, I think it's, we certainly had some missed opportunities in those last 4 games that we all knew were all must-win games. And, looking back, as I said, we only need to win one of them, really, to give ourselves a good sniff. And, we had our chances. So it wasn't like, as Ashwin alluded to, that we were completely outplayed. We had chances to win games and we weren't able to grab those moments. And generally, it was very much the start of each innings, where we were behind the game from the end of the power play in both, with both bat and ball. So if we can make some little tweaks there, we certainly were searching for bowling combinations to dominate that power play or at least stay in it. And, we're still, I think we're getting closer to that. But yeah, I think overall, you look back with real disappointment around the fact that it was, we had some missed opportunities. Oh, look, probably bar a couple of games early on where we felt that, especially against Mumbai, where we wanted to be a little bit conservative in the power play, with obviously Bumrah, Malinga bowling in that power play and then be able to dominate through the middle. And we obviously did that in both times we played Mumbai. Other than that, the score we're trying to create as a team's been the same throughout, and certainly trying to get guys to play with freedom. It's certainly easier to do that when you bat deeper. When you have a balance where you have your side bats deeper, it does allow players to play with a little bit more freedom. But certainly from a team perspective, 50 plus is always our target in the power play, and that's that hasn't changed.
Because I cannot really make a decision on whether I've been good or not. Because from whatever I say, whatever I thought I took the best team that was possible to take out on that particular day. I rallied around my bowlers despite having up and down days. Rallied behind my team. I really never really had an opportunity to actually get ahead of the game apart from what we did today. Today was the first time we had a clinical game in the entire comp. So that's the whole underlining story. We'll have to get more and more clinical victories if you actually have to get to the top. We genuinely had a chance this year, and personally I think from a leadership point of view, I personally thought I took more responsibility with the ball in terms of trying to shut shop wherever the holes were. My bowling was a big positive for me. Like I said, a lot of youngsters were a big positive. I could really think that they're going to be the future. Sam Curran and Nicholas Pooran, the Harpreet Brar, Arshdeep Singh, like I already mentioned, these are all great kids for the future, and those are the positives as far as I'm concerned. And leadership is something you guys have better pundits to judge me on.